Good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Let's quickly jump into listen. Like submission not extended, but yes, like for final data submission, I give extra time as this week we had like one two discrimination and all. That's it. Like till Friday you can submit. Okay, so let's quickly start with our posing. So like yesterday, that system crashed and all this constant happened. Now nothing will happen. There was some issue. That's the placement of the system. Anyway, let's start with quickly. So I don't want this and this, only the body and no and teeth and eyes. Yes, of course. Like how would I know? Like you have you only did it. Right? You have to submit the base model. So, like otherwise, like how do I understand? Like it's not like correct for like justify by others, right? To submitting. Okay. So like whatever I want, I just keep those things visible. Rest everything I can hide, and then go to Z plug, T-pose master, T-pose mesh. Click on this. It will push down all the models to lower subdivision level and merge everything and open a separate file with one single solid subfield. Shift F, you can check everything have a separate poly group. So which is just kind of fine. Shift F. Okay. So now I have to check it is model. Yeah, so we are posing it now. So first you have to create a model in T-pose. That's a standard process. Like no matter what, if we model in pose, after creating it, like because this is what we're doing is for a pose. For just for one pose, we're creating this. This is because we're not rigging it, we're not doing anything. So either because I'm not very good at rigging, so I don't touch that. So we can just simply create a low poly, rig this, and then we can create like transfer everything. But right now, what I'm process I'm following, like I can create this thing into pose, and then because we have used the base model, this is already a low poly, right? It's already a decent low poly, so I can use this model directly. And if you zoom in, you can see most of the topology is almost correct. So low poly is kind of ready for us, but we will be using subdivision level 2 now instead of subdivision level 1, which is way too low poly. Okay, let's start posing. Let me open the reference. Like though I have posed it, I'll show you. Not completed, but yeah. So for this, I'm going to use this reference. This is this as my file main reference. And this we can see like if you create something like this, it looks interesting. Plus, this pose is not very simple. It's quite complicated. And if you pose something like this and render it out nicely, it looks really nice. So let's start working on this quickly. So first thing first, polygroup. X. Same process will follow again. Lasso, control W, then from elbow, control W, then from left, control W one more time, then control W, then control W, and to control the head, I create a polygon for entire head as well. Okay. So like suppose I don't want to pose my model, or I suppose you want to rig your model, then we can simply export this model and rig it and bake all details from high poly to low poly and texture it and then pose it. We can do that as well. That's also like perfectly okay. Usually in games or movies, we create a character in T-pose, then we create like, texture it, we do everything in that, then we pose the character. Uh, because right now what I'm planning to do is because we have the base model, so there's like low poly is already ready. Apart from couple of things like nails, teeth, eyes, few things have to like recreate. Apart from that, base body is already ready. So we have the base body. So we have saved a lot of time there. So we can use this base body directly and bake everything, and we have to use using process for this. So we'll follow that. So that's why I'm proposing it right away. So everything will be fine, and all pose, all detail, all like wrinkles, everything will be aligned to your pose perfectly. Okay, let's do it quickly. Invert, blur it, bone, joint point. Don't worry about all those bend, stretch, and all those things. That is something we can set. How to correct the symmetry of axis if it has been actively modified in Jesus. Like you moved it like left or right something. That's what you are saying. Okay. Then just simply click on this center. Like switch off symmetry, X, click on this, it will go back to center automatically. This is your like existing. Click on this and then you can do it. Then Alt and drag it. Please go back wherever you want. Okay. Then Alt click on this, fix the orientation of the pivot point. Okay, sorry, my bad. Right. Now bend or slightly blur it, bend. So you get this soft blend. Shift, shift F. Now a switch of symmetry because that I'll do later. And let's see, hand positions are different, so I'm just let me create all that pose separately. Make your pivot point wherever you have to join, blur it, create a blur, move the pivot point. Like both the leg position are separate, different. This one is like I'm going to push it outside little bit, so that I'll do later. So I've got the basic structure. It's near to test. Okay. On the other hand, how that's on the resting on knee, center, down, slightly back. I can see I'm not using this red, blue, and green. I'm using this main this rotation, this white line. This is based on your screen. So one thing, okay. Rotate the arm slightly, position, center. Basic like move. Now, after fix like leg position and all those things, this leg is quite close to body and this is like a bit far, and the entire body is slightly twisted and facing towards right. So I have to fix those things. So deselect everything. You can set the pivot, then change the orientation, reset it, Q, then W, press W, zoom in, control, and click and drag. So by this, you can select that entire section, or deselect it. So I have created this separate polygon. Now we can use it. Control Shift, click on this, hide, hide, hide. This is like a bit messed up, so I'll just reset it, click fix it, move it. Now similarly, I can fix all those things also, all bend twist. No need to worry about those things. because our actual high poly is quite a bit of high poly, and we have like so many polygons. So all this rotation, bend, and everything we can manage there very easily. No need to worry. This is anyways you have to pull it out and make it this belly we have to create. So this entire body is rotating. So I have to select from belly, unhide everything, reverse it, W, and you can soft it, and then so sorry, position here. Position of it should be near to spine, rotate. So you can look at the entire body very easily. Invert, invert selection, and you can rotate your legs also slightly, and this leg I need to push it out. Deselect, control, the drag to select this entire leg. You can see, and now top view out. Okay, not bad. The nails also have to select. So be very cautious, but anything you are doing here, it will reflect your actual model. This leg should be a bit closer. So mm, select this, isolate, select only that part, plus this one, entire section, invert, mirror, move it close, leg, see now to adjust, placement of the leg, and this is also I need to fix. Let it slightly, move it slightly front, saving, selected, new position, fix it, right, rotate. No need to worry about this, that is something we can fix easily. Move brush, move it. No need to worry about all this bend and all this distortion. Those things you can fix very easily. So almost the biggest system is ready, except head. Poses and so like almost the basic structure, basic pose is ready. Then go to Z plug, T pose, subtool this time. Click on this. Now it will transfer all the information from that pose model to my main model, which is, and it will have all the history, all layers, all subtools, everything. 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, everything is transferred, and you can see there are lots of deformation and all these things. That is something we can manage because we have like complete subdivision level. So I can move back to level 1, level 2, and pull, push, and fix it very easily. So you can see this entire thing is messed up. So here, one thing I missed, like previously yesterday, I was doing like moving this to main this sub tool transpose. I create the polyglot, but today I forgot to do that. But still, I can do it. But this time it will be bit complicated. Like suppose I want to create this Control Shift. This time Control Shift, select tool with lasso, green. It will isolate only. Sorry, it will isolate only that section. Control Shift Alt and I just read. Sir, my reference doesn't have any posing, so it's necessary to give the different pose. Like some pose will be there, right? Like maybe it's a idle pose, standing, but that standing also have to be like believable. Like it cannot be a T pose, right? So it can be a like maybe hands are relaxed, legs are relaxed, and like in ideal pose like just simply standing. That's fine, but hands down. So that should look believable, right? It should look nice. Like T pose cannot. You have to change that pose. Those things have to change it and modify it, or you can just simply uh, what you can do is check some other reference and uh, take some other reference and pose it. Right? Hide it. So hide it. So you should drag. Then I need to increase this selection. Control Shift and Z. Sorry, X. You can increase the selection and all this unwanted part. You can again Control Shift and Alt together. red mask it out, remove it. Should not crash or something. But this part is the simply hide the entire section, make it a nice clean loop, nice clean loop, only one is the unwanted polygon. Remove it, remove it, remove it. Okay. This in between part, control shift, drag, control shift alt, and then control shift X, increase a bit more. So I got the knee, control W. Separate polygroup, you see. So because I forgot to polygroup it in T pools, that's why now I have to do it like this way. Otherwise, I have to undo my entire posing and then redo the entire posing once again. That will be way too time consuming. So I can like fix it like this. And here I can fix all this deformation and everything very easily. BMT, move topology, switch off your symmetry. Now your model is not symmetry, so you cannot use symmetry anymore. No need to worry, I'll fix all these areas. So what's this? Control. Maybe control click here. This entire lower part you see separate control W. Separate polygroup. Like this you can separate it and control shift, click on this, hide, hide this also. Now I have this part where I have to fix this or invert, sorry, Z, invert selection and fix this area. And you can see I'm using move this thing, topology, not the normal move brush. This fold I have to fix. Then I have to make sure the thickness is correct. Move it slightly. Then fix it. Invert it. And here I can see this inverted plane. Smooth them. You can almost clean it. Invert. Now smooth it. Now smooth it. So like this sort of smooth and fix everything. And plus this belly is missing now. B, C, P. So I'll add that belly. You can see my reference. We have a pot belly. So we'll create that. If you want, I can just isolate and create it. So grouping is very important, like polygrouping. By that you get this flexibility to isolate, hide parts, all these things, and makes the life way easier. The pot belly. Okay, shoulder. After fix that, B and B. B, B and C. Whenever you have two parts closed like this, always use move topology. Don't use move brush, it will mess up your model. Similarly, this knee, which is like almost gone, add some volume. Correct the shape. Now this part as